Donald Trump boasted this week that he had successfully completed a widely used cognitive test administered to him while he was president, claiming the test involved identifying drawings of 3 animals. ArrowRight, I think it was 35 to 30 questions, the former president said of the test in Portsmouth, NH, which he said included several animal identification queries. This goes on for 3 or 4 questions and then it gets harder and harder. The only problem, the creator test in question, called Montreal Cognitive Assessment, or MoCA, has said over years that no version of it has ever included specific combination animals. Trump described the assessment, which was intended primarily to test for signs of dementia or other cognitive decline, never included a drawing of a whale, said Ziad Nasreddine, the Canadian neurologist who actually invented the test. I don't think we have a whale version, said Nasreddine, who added that there are 3 versions of the test currently in circulation. He and other doctors acknowledged the possibility that Trump was merely offering hypothetical examples. For almost 4 years, Trump has periodically boasted about his performance on the cognitive test, always tweaking questions on which he claims to have excelled by correctly reading a series of words in order, person, for the identification of an animal that did not appear in the test recently. Experts also say the assessment is an IQ or intelligence test, though Trump often talked about it as if it were one. For someone who carries the nuclear launch codes in his pocket, that's a very, very low bar, certainly not something to brag about, said Jonathan Reiner, a cardiologist professor of medicine surgery at the George Washington School of Medicine Health Sciences. Addressing a crowd of supporters in Portsmouth on Wednesday night, Trump continued his remarks about the testing by appearing to invent another hypothetical question entirely. Then multiply 3,293 by 4 and divide by 3, Trump shouted. There are some very difficult things. Trump was responding to escalating attacks from one of his main 2024 rivals, former South Carolina Governor and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, 51, who in recent days has begun arguing that both Trump, 77, and President Biden, 81, are too old to do so, become president and ensure that the nation deserves the next generation of leaders. In a national poll conducted at Marquette Law School in November that asked whether Biden and Trump were too old to be president, a 57% majority said this described Biden very well, while 23% said it described Trump. 80% said it described Biden at least somewhat well, while 51% said it described Trump. That's when Trump uttered a now famous and widely mocked series of words that he claimed he was asked to repeat to his doctor, person. If you do it regularly, you get extra points, Trump said, strongly implying that he had achieved this extra credit status.